Hi, big weather day to start your week. A few closings coming in this morning, including schools in RSU 13 in Rockland, RSU 40 that's in Union closed. Certainly check our website as more come in throughout the day. You think about a near 60-degree day with some heavy rains. Like, yeah, I mean, we could do it. It's really the wind and the combination of the volume of rain that's going to be the problems. A couple fold today.
Yeah, I don't like what I see today. I have a bad feeling, way worse than the prior storms over the last month. A lot of it has to do with this right here. It is the temp that you just spoke of, Lee. So yeah, bizarre. Almost 60 degrees. That sounds great, right? Well, when you got a powerful storm blasting through New England, it's not good. I'd much rather see like 35, 41, 42. I don't want to see 53, 56, 55. Our protective layer that's at the surface, this cold dome, looks like a force field, it's gone. It is gone. And that opens up the gates and the doors for these strong winds that are going to be up around like 1,500 feet above our heads to get down to the surface. A lot of the time in the winter, we're protected by cold air over the state. Yeah, the ocean's warmer, and that's why like the coastline will get hit hard, but everyone else doesn't. That's what happened in the last storm. This time, though, we're kind of all in this together, and we're very susceptible to some big wind gusts today. It's not too bad just yet. It's starting to ramp up. We're getting gusts in the 30s, Bar Harbor 37, Bangor 35. We've got about 5,000 outages already. But the window really is between about 10 or 11 o'clock this morning and 2 or 3 o'clock this afternoon. And that's when we could see gusts over 50 or even 60 miles per hour. And then that low-level jet, that's 1,500 feet above our heads, will start to translate up the coastline. By late in the day, this is 6 o'clock, it's just the down East Coast getting hit hard. Everyone else is starting to quiet down. And then we'll all quiet down and go way calm tonight and tomorrow, and there will be no more additional power outage concerns. But I'm fearful it's going to take some time to restore everybody. At least the weather will cooperate on the backside of this storm. But it's also a bad wind direction. And on top of that, these warm temperatures are now erasing all the snow and thawing out the ground. We had a really solid ground, which was keeping root systems and their balls, those root balls, intact, making it tougher to topple a tree. But now that we're thawing the ground out, they could topple easier. I'm not saying they're all going to, or a lot of them are going to, or any of them are going to, but it just is pointing in that direction. So that's what I'm looking at right now. That's why I'm pretty fearful about the day. We do have some flood issues already over in the Whites of New Hampshire. Melting snow, heavy downpours going right into the valleys where the rivers and streams are, and they're already rising rapidly, and we're going to have some problems. And look at all this heavy rain elsewhere up and down the coastline. This wave of downpours just came through Bangor, and it's still raining pretty heavily. So this morning's commute's going to be a slow one, and it's going to last all day long. The downpours go all the way down to the Mid-Atlantic and Delmarva Peninsula. So this is an all-day event with the heavy rain really filling in right now. Drainage flooding issues for your commute. Wouldn't be surprised at intersections, they're going to be submerged and you're going to have to detour around them. Wind will be ramping up too, and our outage risk increasing through the morning. It's the middle of the day when the storm peaks, and it's going to be a little wild and crazy for a few hours with sideways downpours, really loud and whipping wind too. Our outages are going to surge up at that point, and we'll probably have some road closures and detours too in many communities at this point. Relentless rain and wind continue through the afternoon. Shut down after dark, like 5, 6, 7 o'clock. We'll get vast improvements after you get home, but it's still going to be a slow commute, and everything kind of eases after dark. But mid-afternoon, Aaron mentioned this a little bit, right around 2, 3 o'clock, our attention is going to be right along the coastline for this incoming high tide. It's actually not that astronomically high, but with winds out of the south blowing water up against our coastline, the beaches, the rocky coast, a lot of our marshes are going to get submerged. Some of the roads in there may too, and they're going to be closed down. Adjacent shore roads will take on big waves crashing over the barriers. Probably some machinery like front-end loaders will be out there kind of getting debris off of them, like sand and seaweed and some of those stones too. Tomorrow's a lot quieter, a little cooler, but in the 40s still. Wednesday's fine, and we're also storm-free for the end of the week. Yeah, it's going to get colder, but we will have the opportunity to clean up and restore power everywhere and get the roads back open again. You know, there may be some culverts that get washed out, so some of those roads may take a little longer to kind of fix up and get back into the mainstream again. Storm warnings are up from the Weather Service. Seas 20 feet, winds gusting to 60 knots, rain and wind all day, partly sunny tomorrow, rest of the week storm free. And oh, by the way, the holiday weekend honestly looks great. Last year we had a terrible storm on December 23rd with a ton of outages, and that, you know, rolled into Christmas itself and caused problems. This year we won't have that. This year, any kind of traveling is fine here in New England, or if you're just staying put, you're in good shape too.
Cool.
That part is all good news. So
Yeah.
thank you, sir. Appreciate it. So we are